Welcome to episode 2 of Life in Whitecourt, the podcast. My name is Patricia with a Y, and I'm your host of this show about living an abundant life in this small town. My apologies to those of you who have been waiting. I know I said Monday and it is late on Tuesday, but I think that the delay allowed me to make it better. In fact, I know it allowed me to make it feel better. Had a few scheduling mishaps this week, but I think that you'll agree it's worth the wait. In today's episode, you'll meet road musician who started a recording studio that found a home sweet home in the modern punk revival. He is here with his right-hand man, who also happens to play in one of the 3 bands that was released by Dead Standing Records last year. They are currently preparing for an epic Western Canadian spring tour that has a stop right here in Whitecourt. And returning this week, we have our health and wellness correspondent, Sarah DeCiccio, sharing some of the common challenges to living a healthier lifestyle and something she's involved in that is designed to help you affordably and effectively face some of those challenges. And to round out the show, I'll be sharing some of the events and happenings that are coming up in and around Whitecourt this coming week. But before we get to that, let's hear from the people that make this show possible, our sponsors.
Hi, welcome to Inspirations, Flowers and Gifts, the exclusive home of the Smile Bouquet. The Smile Bouquet is an affordable gift that can be given as a happy birthday, a get well, or just because. Portions of the proceeds of this particular design are given to charity organizations within the community of Whitecourt. Last year, we set aside $60 to go towards those charitable organizations and would like to be able to double that this year. So come on down, share your smiles, and we'll share ours.
And here we are back in the lovely Days Inn and Suites in Whitecourt. And today we are with Dane Finley and Andrew Grant from Dead Standing Records, which is a brand new recording studio just outside of town in Whitecourt, and they've got some exciting things going on down the road. So Dane, if we'll just get you started with the inspiration to why you started a recording studio in Whitecourt of all places.
Well, Whitecourt, I've been around the area for about 10 years now, and it's become home. Met a lot of good friends and a lot of good people in the area, and I've been involved in music my whole life. Started off in the Vancouver area until I was about early 20s and moved out here, and actually was fortunate enough to play in a few moderately successful bands in Alberta, and took the last few years off, and the idea just sort of came about to start a record label with all my good friends that I met in the area, as well as some new people that I kind of just stumbled upon through Facebook and social media. So we started off early in the year with a band out of Edmonton called Grizzly Trail, and we did their record and released it last January, January 28th, I think it was. We did a record release show at Filthy McNasty's in Edmonton, and it was a sold out show, 200 people in the venue. It was full wall to wall. It was a really successful night. And since then, the band's gone on to open for all sorts of big bands in their genre. They're a punk rock band. It's one thing we do specialize in is punk rock, but we got a hip hop artist we're working with and a couple metal bands and a rock group that we're looking at signing as well.
So you cover all the genres there.
You gotcha.
And you are the CFO and a bass player for one of the bands.
Yes, I play bass for Western Frontline, and I met Dane kind of just through social media, but it turns out we had tons of past friends, from other towns, all in common. So we started recording with them and put out a record out last year in the fall, and did a supporting tour in the fall, carrying forward into the spring, which we have another tour coming up. And I kind of took an into the label and what they were doing, and Dane proposed that I come on and look after the financial side of things, as well as a few other roles, kind of distribution for all our online music and stuff like that.
Awesome. And with that, you said that you have a tour coming up. That's coming up in March.
Yeah, March 2nd we're going to leave, and we're starting off in Edmonton. It's Edmonton show with our 3 bands, as well as 2 Edmonton, other Edmonton bands. And then following that, the following night, we're coming actually to Whitecourt for March 3rd, and we've got the Legion Hall booked, and we've got 3 out-of-town bands coming, all from Edmonton, but all bigger names. Audio Rocketry, who's been around for the last 10 years. Worst Stays Down, who's another big name if you're into punk rock in Edmonton, and really Canada-wide, and Fire Next Time as well. All 3 bands that we've all looked up to, and we're really looking forward to that show. It's $15 pre-sale. We'll have tickets available at Timmyo's liquor store, as well as a couple other places in town, which we'll make available online as soon as we handle the rest of the details of it.
Awesome.
And then after that, we play Calgary the following night. That's confirmed. We've got 5 other shows in between that are in the works, and then we've got a Kelowna date, a Chilliwack date, and a Vancouver date to finish it off, and then we'll make the long drive home the next day. So it's going to be 10 days. We're shooting for 10 shows. We'll be happy if we book 8. 1 or 2 days off isn't so bad. The guys need a rest.
Yeah.
I think they probably appreciate a rest going all across Western Canada.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they work really hard. they all work really hard, and it's pretty exciting to see it all come together.
And you are working with turning this label into a sort of incubator for artists in the area. Can you tell a little bit about what you're looking for when it does come to artists that would be interested in recording with you guys?
Our main thing we're looking for is passion. Skill, as long as you have passion and you have a focus on where you want to go and a direction, then we're here to kind of help guide those younger artists along the way and develop them and show them everything from performance to how to turn your music into your own business and run it that way, so you can actually take a dream and turn it into something.
Yeah, young or old, really, at any age, you can really take that passion and get into the music industry. With where kind of technology is now, we don't want to stray too far from, the core talents of an individual getting into, because with digital recording and everything now, there's so many possibilities. But really, we're trying to revitalize too a lot of the local music scenes and really let everyone know that it's a lot easier to get out there and do what you love nowadays compared to maybe 20 years ago, when there was just a handful of big record companies that really put the hammer down, and you had to fit their image of what you should look like in order for them to take a chance on you. Whereas now, everything's a little bit more accessible, and you can get out there and get your voice heard, I guess.
Absolutely. And have you found that it is now a little bit easier to get those local dates? I know for a long time the scene was pretty dead as far as live music went. Are you finding that that's opening up now?
Absolutely. I don't think we've had any. We've had a lot of good feedback from a lot of the venues we've played at. Whether that means playing on a Sunday show, where normally a venue might only get 100 people. All of a sudden we can get an inrush of 200-300 attendees on a Sunday of any given day, or any day of the week. It's helping bringing more people to their restaurant. They're seeing the return on investment from having acts, because they're realizing that, hey, people do want to come out and see local music. They don't want to drive 2 hours out of their way to go catch a show, or especially in Whitecourt's case, right? You may go to Edmonton for a hockey game or a show every once in a while, but if you want to see some local entertainment, there's a huge gap here for sure.
Absolutely.
We think we'll be able to bring a lot of the Edmonton acts out this way. There's so much talent in Edmonton that people don't get to see unless they're going to make the trip. And not everybody has the time to do that all the time. So we'd like to make Whitecourt kind of that close spot that they can get out of town and come play another show for a good group of people. And as we bring on more artists, as well as the artists we already have, we bring in these the opportunity to open for them, which gives them the opportunity to play in front of their fans, right? So it really helps build the whole presence of not only the label, but the bands as well.
Absolutely, for sure. And with this, are you finding that you are getting a lot of good feedback, finding some genius within the community?
Absolutely. When I started off, it was just me with a plan, and as the year went by last year, I was able to meet several different individuals. We now have a board of directors of 5 different people, all from the Whitecourt area. One out of Edmonton. And
We'll forgive them.
and it's been really nice, and the bands as well. Take the Merms, for example. They've been around here for 20 years. They've played lots of shows in the area. They've kind of jumped around and done a few things out of town. I kind of weaseled my way into finding them and brought them on as soon as I could, because I seen them play and I knew that there was I hadn't even heard yet, but I could tell that they had been playing together for a long time, because they were just super consistent. They knew their songs, they knew their parts really well. They're all good players.
Absolutely. Now, you've gone through a big change over the last year, becoming a recorded artist from being a performance artist to record. How has that transition been for you?
It's been a lot of fun. It came really fast. With meeting Dane at the right time, him just getting his label going. He had just released Grizzly Trails album there, so he was looking to get another 2 done in the summer for a fall release. And my group I'm with, we played 10 years ago for here and there, but we parted ways and moved all over the province and started careers elsewhere. But it just so happened, we kind of all reconvened in Whitecourt from luck, I guess, and so we decided to start playing again. We weren't rushed, but it took a lot of hard work to come up with a good set of songs to go into the recording studio and really put that out in over the summer period. And it came fast, and it was a lot of fun, a lot of late nights, that's for sure. But it's very interesting that whole process to kind of everything from tracking drums to guitar to bass to vocals. It's really interesting, and it's definitely going to be a new addiction of mine. I'm looking forward to the next one for sure.
And is there a date set for the next album coming out?
I think we're going to start. We've been writing new songs for sure. I think we're going to probably look at maybe in the summer start recording again.
We're going to start doing some pre-production recording on it right away, actually, and just the songs that they've already got written and hammered out, we're going to record them, just rough copies, so they can have them to listen to over the next few months, and that's how you can make your changes and whatnot, make your songs better by just listening to them, and you think of changes as you hear them, or I should have done this, or I should have done that, and then after you do that for a few months, you can get back into the studio and make them how you want them.
Sweet. And so what other big plans do you have? Is there anything that I've missed that you really want to talk about that I have not touched on?
Going forward, we're actively seeking signing other bands. So if you're a Whitecourt band and you have talent, it doesn't matter if you're super young, we're definitely interested. We want to see you. deadstandingrecords@gmail.com is our email address. We want demos, or we want just an email. Send us, hey, come see our rehearsal. I will drive out personally to any rehearsal in the Whitecourt area, even out to Edmonton. It doesn't matter where it is, we'll get there, or at least give a band an opportunity for us to hear their music, so we can see if it's something we can work with.
So the audition process is basically get in touch with you
Talk to you. Yeah.
Awesome.
And if you don't have any rough recordings, then we'll gladly come and see a show, or we'll come to your rehearsal space. Let's make it happen.
Awesome. So if you are a musician out there watching, now we've got an independent music studio or recording studio right outside of town. Give Dane an email and let him know that you're interested in making your dreams come true. Thanks so much for joining me, guys.
Thanks, Patricia.
Thank you.
All right.
Hi, I'm Sarah DeCiccio. I'm a certified holistic health coach. I'm the owner of Finding Your Well Spot, which you can check out my website at findingyourwellspot.com. And I'm also partnered with USANA Health Sciences. So we're going to stick with the theme. Beginning of 2017, I hear a lot of talk right now about weight loss challenges, people who are trying to lose weight, lots of people trying to eat healthy, go to the gym, and all of that stuff is super great. I know when I needed to actually lose weight, I had 40 pounds to lose, which as a health coach, most people don't feel like I've ever had a weight problem, but I did actually have a weight problem. I kind of had one through high school, a little bit through college, and then after having my second child, I was the heaviest I have ever been. And you know, when you're a mom, especially of two young babies, my second child was very challenging because she was super colicky. Lack of sleep, lack of energy, there was no motivation for me to lose the 40 pounds that I needed to lose. So I was telling myself stories that, you know what, I'm already married, who am I here to impress anyways, I'm a tired mom. I didn't really care, so I thought at the beginning. And then I started to notice, you know, I became a little bit depressed because of my weight. I refused to buy new clothes. I kept wearing my maternity clothes because I didn't want to buy normal clothes, because then I would be, you know, saying, yes, I'm comfortable with this weight, which deep down I wasn't comfortable with that. And I didn't know where to start or what to do, even though I kind of had an idea, but I was just too exhausted to start thinking about working out. When did I have the time? Because I was so tired, raising two young babies, and then trying to figure out what to eat on top of that. To me, it overwhelmed me as a mom. So that might sound like you. You might be trying, you know, again for the however many time that you want to lose weight. And you start on the track, you have great intentions, and then somehow along the way, the wheels fall off and you're off track. Maybe it's quickly for you, maybe you're good for the first 3 months, whatever it may be, everybody has a different story and a different challenge. So I'm here to offer you a 28-day challenge. And this challenge is super different compared to other challenges out there. And here's the reason why. For most people, again, they don't know where to start. So for food, my approach to food is very different. It's not about, it's like one person's food is another person's poison. So something that may be healthy for John may not be healthy for Jake, okay? So it's more about eating for what is good for your body, and you can figure that out through the foods that you eat, which I can help teach you to learn that part. Mentally is a huge issue. It's not always about having like the motivation or whatever it may be, I can't think of the word right now, to stay on track. Sometimes it is a major mental game. So why are you doing it? How do you stay on course that way mentally? Because sometimes mentally our thoughts throw off what we want to do physically. So really this approach is more of a mind, body, and spirit type of approach to get you to where you want to be in the end, which ultimately maybe wanted to be losing weight. Maybe you just want more energy. Maybe you're just tired of feeling bloated and having maybe to go to the bathroom all the time, and it's not the right kind of going to the bathroom all the time. Maybe your skin is just, you know, full of acne and you can't get rid of it, and you think maybe it's just from stress or hormones, but maybe it's from the food that you're actually eating. So there's a whole bunch of different things that could be leading to why you might not be losing weight. It's not calories in equals calories out. That is a very old way of thinking. It really is eating nutrient-dense foods. If you are not a gym goer, maybe you don't enjoy going to the gym, you don't have to go to the gym for 2 hours to get the results you want, okay? When I lost my 40 pounds, and I've kept it off for 5 years now, and I'm still going strong, I did 20 to 30 minutes of a workout. That was it. That's all I had the energy and time for. And then eventually I did gain more energy, and you could do as much or as little as you want. Really, 90% of this is what you put in your mouth, okay? And then exercise, of course, is super important, but if you think you can eat whatever you want and then go work it off at the gym, you are not going to get the end results that you want, okay? The great thing about this 28-day challenge that I'm offering is that it is going to come with 8 weeks of weekly webinars that are absolutely free to you. So you get to watch them from the comfort of your own home without even leaving, and you're going to be educated in how to eat, You're going to be educated in how to work out. So there's going to be a certified personal trainer who's going to give you fitness tips. There's going to be a registered dietitian who's going to give you meal plans. There's going to be recipes on this website that you can go and access whenever you want. Fitness tips that you can go and access. You're going to be a part of a Facebook group that will also be a supportive community, so you can ask your questions, ask for help if you're struggling, or celebrate your successes. And if you sign up through me, of course, I'm going to be here to support you all the way through. And all the little coaching that I do in between for you will be a freebie, because I really want you to experience and have the lifestyle goals that you really want. So this is a lifestyle change that we're going to do in 28 days to create new habits, a new way of thinking, and a brand new approach. So if you're interested in learning more about this challenge, I challenge you to just go to the page, check it out. It's www.winwithhealthyliving.com. You can check out the program to see if it's a fit for you. If you have more questions, please contact me. Remember, you can get a hold of me through Facebook at Sarah DeCiccio, Finding Your Well Spot. You can also go to my website, findingyourwellspot.com, and contact me through that as well, and I'd be more than happy to answer any of your questions. I'm even doing a webinar for this whole challenge, and it's going to be about gut health. So if your gut is not happy, well, I'm going to teach you how you can get that back in shape for yourself, because if your gut is not actually healthy, it's going to lead to more issues later on down the road. So again, I challenge you to go and check this program out. The foods and the stuff that you are going to be receiving, so it is shakes and bars at the beginning. We are using that as a bridge to get to whole foods, so you know how to eat. So you're going to be educated in how to eat for your own body type, all right? So check it out again, www.winwithhealthyliving.com. So thanks for joining me this week, and we'll see you next week.
And this week for events, we have free tubing for the 18 plus crowd, courtesy of Night Out Whitecourt at Eastlink Park. That's Wednesday, January 18th. For the younger ones, they'll also be hosting a Kids Day on Saturday. Not sure if that one is free or not, but it looks like fun with a face painter and planned activities. On Thursday, Toastmasters hosts its New Year celebration by inviting new participants to see what it's all about. The meeting is in the basement at 32 Whitecourt Ave, starting at 7 p.m., and I will be there. Saturday, there is a fundraiser at Stollery Hospital at Connections Coffee House in Sangudo. I was there last weekend to teach a business course, and it sounded like it was going to be a lot of fun. Speaking of fun, Scott Cook and the Second Chances will be performing Sunday, January 22nd, 7:30 p.m. at the Orchard Cafe in Whitecourt. Tickets are $20 each and are available at the venue, with all proceeds going to the band. If you have an event coming up in the area, let me know by submitting it at lifeinwhitecourt.com. That wraps up this week for Life in Whitecourt. Next week, join me as we talk about capturing the memories of birth in meaningful ways and how sensory deprivation of the 60s has grown up and turned into part of a healthier lifestyle. And of course, Sarah will be back with more on other healthy lifestyle choices. Thank you for joining me, and thank you to my sponsors, Inspiration Flowers and Gifts, MamPro Services, Curl Up and Dye Hair Design as my hair sponsor, and Days Inn and Suites of Whitecourt as my location sponsor.